Good morning, guys. Hope that you are all having an absolutely fantastic, wonderful, beautiful Saturday. It is gorgeous here in Gig Harbor, Washington, and I am Charity Ellison, Triple Diamond with It Works Global, and I want to welcome all of you guys to Millionaire School this morning. So this class is designed each week. We do it every Saturday to help you grow your business, whether you're on my team or a totally different team, because I am OTOM, and that is what it's all about. So we're going to get started here today. Each week I put up a poll in the next week's Millionaire School. So the next Millionaire School is June 13th, my birthday. And I'll put a poll up in there with just like different things I'm thinking of doing Millionaire School on. You vote on them, and whichever one gets the most votes is what I do for the class that week. So this last week, what won was how to train your new distributors. So it's a question that we get a lot. I'm sure you guys have had it happen to you too, where you sign up a distributor and you're like, oh my goodness, what am I supposed to do? I have no idea what to do. I can't really remember what my enroller did with me, or maybe someone enrolled you and then never helped you train or taught you, and you're self-taught. So you're trying to figure out how to stay on task and help your new distributor stay on task. So that's what this class is about. So welcome, you guys. I just want to take a second here to edify you for a minute and tell you how amazing it is that you are willing to get up on a Saturday morning, or maybe afternoon if it's East Coast, and watch these classes so that you can grow your business. I do them because I really want to help you guys out, because that is what it's all about. We are better together. So let's get started without any further to-dos. So when you train a new distributor, the first thing that you want to do is be excited. So you just signed someone. You should be just as excited as they are. They've just started a new business. Remember when you guys started your business, your It Works business, and you were like over the moon, crazy, insanely excited? Well, that's what people are when you sign them. So they're really, really excited. It's important for you to be excited, but it's also important for you to not be overwhelming. You know, when we sign a new distributor, we just want to tell them everything all at once, because there's so many cool things to learn in this business. The problem is that when you do that, you totally overwhelm them, and it's way too much information. Now, if they're one of those people that really likes information and they're a green personality, they're really analytical and stuff, they might love all that information. But if they're anybody else, it's going to feel overwhelming. So what I've done is I've constructed a list of kind of what I do when I sign a new distributor. So first of all, I've got this broken into different days. So in your first 1 to 3 days is when all of this stuff should be taking place. Okay. So hopefully you have a pen and a piece of paper, because that's the only way you're going to be able to write this down, because I don't have this written up anywhere fancy. I've just got it on, notes here. So make sure that you have a pen and a piece of paper so that you can write this stuff down. So step one is to be excited for them. This is the beginning of their business. This is the beginning of your guys' journey together. This could be the person that winds up being your presidential diamond when you're an ambassador. So it's important for you to be excited. You want to welcome the new distributor to the team, whatever your team is called or whatever you want to call it. And you want to ask them if they've got about 10 minutes to go over some stuff. So here's the thing. We sign a distributor and they're like, okay, great, here's all this information. Well, they might be super, super crazy busy. So I want to be able to get their undivided attention. I want to be able to talk to them when kids are in bed or at daycare or school. I want to be able to talk to them when I've got 10 minutes of their undivided time. So if they don't have 10 minutes at that exact moment, find out in the next day when they've got 10 minutes to go over everything with you, but try to do it ASAP if you can. So once they say, yeah, I've got 10 minutes, I'd love to go over some stuff, then this is what we go over in the first 1 to 2 or 3 days. So do they know their ID number, their password, and their website? So here's the deal, guys. When you sign people up or they sign up, they don't know that they need that ID number that pops up. They usually just blow past it and don't really think anything of it. It says, new ID number, order number. They don't think anything of it, and they may or may not have made their password something crazy like Ninja Butterfly 428-7000 or something crazy that they're never going to remember. So I always have my new distributors write down their ID number. I have them write down their password, and then I also have them write down their website. Once I know that they've enrolled, it takes about 10 minutes for the website to pop up. So while I'm talking to them, I'll open up a new window on my computer and make sure that that truly is their website. Let's say that they made their website Barbara720. .myitworks.com, but they accidentally typed in 721, or they forget what their website was, and they just wind up putting in the wrong website, and it gets redirected either to someone else's website or to the ItWorks global site. If that happens and it's not caught, they're kind of lost forever. So I like to make sure that their website is exactly what they think their website is and have them write that down. Next, I plug them immediately into the MyItWorks training. I usually have them go through the myitworkstraining.com because when they try to go through their eSuite, a lot of times when they go through the ItWorks U, if they use Google Chrome, it'll think it's a pop-up blocker or a pop-up ad. And so it'll block them from seeing any training videos. And then you find out 3 days later that they never saw the training videos and have no idea what you're talking about. So I usually send them to the MyItWorks training site. And what I do is I have them watch 3 to 5 videos to start. A lot of people want to just power through all those videos at once. And you know what? If you guys get someone that's like that and they just want to sit down and watch all their training videos for those green personalities, that's fine. But when you've got someone that's like a blue personality and they're fun and they're the life of the party, getting them to sit down and watch 2 hours of training is overwhelming and they won't get it done. So it's important that you have them only watch 3 to 5 or instruct them to do that. And then if they want to watch more on their own, they can. Then I automatically give them kind of like a task or a homework assignment. Call it what you will. And that's to watch those videos and come up with 3 questions that they get from those videos to ask me and to write them down so that when we reconnect, whether it's later that day or the next day, they have 3 questions. Now, if they don't come to me with 3 questions, that already tells me something. That tells me that maybe they're not as serious about distributing. Maybe they don't want to go quickly. Maybe they don't have a sense of urgency. So I let them know, like, hey, if you want my time and attention and I give you these tasks, I need you to do these because these are the tasks that are going to get you, that $500 Ruby bonus or the paycheck that you want or whatever it is that their goal is. These videos are going to help train you. So 3 to 5 videos, 3 questions that they have for you. Then for our team, I plug them into the Newbie to Ruby 6, which is on our YouTube as well. Now, I will be breaking this into 2 different videos. Newbie to Ruby 6 has how to operate your front-end website, and it also has how to operate your back-end website. And it's kind of long. It's about 45 minutes long, I believe. So what we're going to do is we're going to break that into 2 different videos so that there's the front-end website video and then the back-end website video. Now, they can learn how to use their eSuite and their website from the MyItWorks training videos in their training. However, I've just found that it's not very interactive and you can't use your own website while you're doing it. So I like to have my new distributors maybe have their computer open and watching the Newbie to Ruby on their phone or vice versa so that they can kind of play around with their eSuite and their website while watching the video. Now, if they only have one means of watching online stuff, they can only watch it through their phone, that's fine. Just have them watch them, have them take notes, and then have them kind of play around with their website a little bit. Look in the cart, how to add things to the cart, how to log in, getting into the eSuite, how to put your picture up, little simple things like that. It doesn't need to be crazy amount of work, just so that they understand how to utilize their website. Otherwise, they'll be on commission hold if they don't get in their eSuite and fill out their tax forms. And if they don't know how to operate their website, they're not going to know how to put in a loyal customer. So I like to get that out of the way immediately. Then I have them announce themselves on Facebook. So here's the post that I have all of our distributors do when they enroll. I have them put up a before and after picture, usually of myself, because a lot of times these distributors haven't wrapped yet because they're brand new. And it says this: "Eek, my friend Charity just wrapped, and check out her results!" Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. I'm so excited to get mine in the mail. That's it. No website, no, loyal customer pricing, no how much the wraps are. What we're trying to do is create interest on that person's Facebook. Now, if their friends automatically see a selly post, they're going to start ignoring their It Works posts. So we want to start them off on the right foot with something that's super, super simple and easy. Eek, my friend Charity, and I should be tagged in it, just wrapped, and check out her results. I can't wait to get mine in the mail with the before and after picture. Now, it's very important that they tag you in this picture because they're going to start getting likes and they're going to start getting comments. Now, your new distributor isn't going to understand that a like is interest. A lot of people like things on Facebook and don't comment. Either they're embarrassed, shy, they don't have a lot of time, whatever the situation may be. So they need to know that a like is also a, hey, I'm kind of interested in this. And then they're going to start getting comments. They're going to be questions about wrapping. They'll probably be, I want some, I want one, I want to do it with you. And here's what new distributors usually do. Okay, here's my website. Check it out and let me know when you want to order. That's silly. It's not going to work. So I let them know for the first couple comments that start rolling in, before they comment back or message the person or do anything, connect with me. Let's take a look on that Facebook post, see who's interested, starting to write down those people that are interested, starting that hundreds list, starting messaging people, little things like that. But you should be involved in that as well. Now, let's say you're like, well, I'm a brand new distributor and I just signed a distributor and I'm not really sure what to say either. So what I want you to do then is I want you to connect with your enroller. I want you to connect with your upline. If your upline is no longer participating, connect with your diamond upline. We are here to help you guys build your businesses. So if you have a new comment rolling in from someone's page and you're not sure how to answer or what to do, reach up and connect. Then I have them next download an app called Moldiv, Moldiv. That is the app that we use for before and after pictures. That is the app that we use to announce new people joining our team on our Facebook page. So have them download that one. Now, a lot of people like to use Pic Collage or Pitch Stitch. There's other ones. Moldiv is free and it's on, it's for the iPhone and it's for Android. I have found it's the simplest to use and it's the easiest to use the frame adjuster in there for those people that send you a before and after picture up close and then one far away. It's just a little easier to make them even. So I have them download that. Then I help them collage their before and after pictures when they start wrapping people for the first couple pictures. Now, some people are going to be really, really good at this at the beginning, and you're not going to need to help them at all. And some of your new distributors are going to have one giant picture, one little picture. The before picture is going to be tiny. The after picture is going to be huge, and it's going to look crazy and like you can't tell a difference. So I have them tag me in all of their It Works posts for the first 30 days so that I can get on there when I see it in my feed and jump in and kind of intervene. It's great when you see a new distributor doing something naughty or something they shouldn't be doing, or maybe they need to tweak things a little bit, and catching that right away. Because otherwise, if you let that go and you let it go for an extended period of time, they're going to create bad habits, and we don't want that to happen. Next thing I do is I have them download the new It Works Global app. You can find that in the eSuite on how to do that, or you can just go to your Play Store or your Apple application app store and download that. That way they can find the customer service number really easily. They can enroll new loyal customers and distributors and retail customers just off that app on their phone. So that's kind of in the first 3 days. That's really not too much. They're watching some videos. They're asking you some questions. They're watching their training videos on how to work their eSuite. They've been announced on Facebook. They have announced themselves and tagged you. You're helping with posts, and they've downloaded 2 apps. So that's not too crazy. All of that can be done in a total of about 3 to 4 hours maximum. So that's super easy, super simple. If they're not willing to watch their training videos, and they're not willing to watch Newbie to Ruby, and they're not willing to put something up on the Facebook, that kind of tells you what's going to go on with them. Now, some people don't have Facebook, and I get that, but they probably have an Instagram, they have a Snapchat, they have some sort of way of social media communications. If they don't have a Facebook, I would suggest them getting a Facebook, because that's such a big part of our business. Now, while they are working on watching their training videos and watching Newbie to Ruby, and they're posting, a lot of questions I get from distributors are, okay, well, what should I be doing? So your new distributor is off doing all that good stuff. And good morning, Sandy. And you are going to be busy doing other stuff. So you are going to make sure that you do a collage welcome picture. So you can use Moldiv, Pitch Stitch, Pick Collage, whatever it is that works for you. And you want to add them to your team page and announce them on the team page. And I usually put a little something like this: help me welcome Sarah, and then I tag her in it. I'm so excited to have her in this crazy wrap business with us. Hey guys, what's one tip or pointer you can give Sarah to start her out on the right foot? Something along those. Get the other people in the team page to be interactive and start putting some stuff down so she can start to recognize some names and feel like she's got some friends in there. Now, you also want to warn her that she's not going to be able to put her My It Works name on Facebook. How many of you guys have gotten this message? Oh my gosh, Facebook won't let me put my It Works name on there, because Facebook is a business. They don't make money off of us, therefore they didn't want us to put up our links. So I will also make a collage on Moldiv with their website on it. Now, I will make them their first couple collages, their welcome collage, maybe my before and afters, and then their My It Works name. After that, they see it, then they need to do it, and then they need to teach it to someone else. So I don't keep collaging things for them. I teach them how to collage themselves, because let's face it, you get big enough of a team, you can't do everything for everyone, and you shouldn't be. You should be in the business of signing leaders, not distributors. So you've added them to the team page, you've done a welcome collage. Next thing you're gonna do is print out like a little piece of paper or something, or a notebook to keep track of your new distributors. So our Steps to Success is great because it has their names on it. You can write their names when you sign them, but you want to be able to remember personal information about them. So what I like to do is I like to put my distributor's name down on a sheet, and then I write down, a few things about them. Do they have kids? When did they enroll? What are their goals? What is their why? Did I put them on Facebook? Did I do those little things? I'm actually in the middle of making kind of you signed a DT checklist, if you want to call it that, and I'm going to use that, but you guys can use whatever. It doesn't need to be fancy. Just keep track of your new distributors and whether or not you're talking with them, because when you let days and days and days and days go by and you haven't connected with your new distributors, then they're going to lose momentum. Now, if you've tried to connect with them and they don't get back to you, and you've tried to connect with them and they don't get back to you, then that's not your fault. You have put out you've held out a hand, you've said, here's my hand, take it, I want to lead you on this adventure. And if they don't want to grab your hand, it's not your fault, okay? So make yourself up a little notebook or something to keep track of your new distributors. Help them answer the questions on Facebook that you get tagged in. And then I like to send my new distributors 2 things. Now, every team is different. Everybody works this business totally different. I usually send a welcome email and a little welcome packet. Now, in my welcome email, it's totally simple. Hey, Sarah, I'm so excited to have you on the team. Here's a couple resources for you. This is our team name. This is our team page. Here's my It Works product coach. Here's my It Works event. Couple different resources. Keep it crazy simple. So when she says to you, how do I order more of those Blitz cards? You say, oh, remember that link I sent you in that welcome email? How do I know what defining gel does? Remember that link I sent you in our email? So just a couple things that you think are important for your new distributors to know. Now, I have seen some serious welcome emails with all this information on it, crazy amounts of information, so much information that it's overwhelming. I keep my welcome email to about that much typing. Just really, really simple, the super basics, things that they need to have as far as resources and just welcoming them. Then I also send them a welcome letter. So there's something so cool about getting something personal in the mail. And I will send them like a few extra product catalogs, maybe a couple extra Blitz cards, maybe a printout of wrap instructions, steps to success, and then a handwritten note. Now, if you don't have product catalogs and extra Blitz cards to send them, that is fine. You don't need to do that. I'm a triple diamond. I've been doing this for 2 years. We have the resources to be able to do that. You are not expected to set your distributor up with any new items. If you can, and you got a couple extras laying around, it's great. If not, it's not going to ruin or destroy your business or theirs. The most important thing in that is a welcome letter. Hey, welcome to the team. I'm so excited to have you. You know, I met you on Facebook and I'm so glad we created this friendship, and I'm here to help you build your business along the way. It's a handwritten note. It can be a little thank you note. It's going to cost you about 49 cents to send that, or $1.17 if you include a product catalog. So it's not a crazy amount of money. And there's something so nice about getting something in the mail that's personal from somebody. Let's see. You want to set them up with a time to talk to you in the next couple days. So when you've gone through all of this and you've set them up with those things, you don't just say, okay, well, we'll talk soon, or let me know, or get back to me, because it's kind of the same thing with potentials. So if you say that to a potential customer or distributor, what happens? They don't let you know, they don't keep you posted, and they don't get back to you. So I set up a time to talk to that distributor in the next couple days. So, hey, Sarah, I'm so excited we got to chat today. It's been so much fun. We've talked for about 10 minutes, so that's all the time that you and I both have, but I just can't wait to watch you grow this business. How about if we set up a time in 2 days to talk by phone so we can kind of see where you're at, and so that I can answer those questions from your training videos. Set that appointment up with them and tell them it's only about a 10-minute call. These times you talk with your new distributors should be no longer than 10 minutes, because we need to have less talk and more action, right? Make sense? And then the last thing I do in the first couple days is have them friend their diamond, double, or triple diamond uplines. The reason that I have my team do that is because if I am not friends with the people in our team page, I can't invite them in a giant group invite to all the different events that our team does, the online parties, the local gatherings, OTOMs, all of the different things that our team does, Millionaire School. So it's really, really important that you have your new distributor friend those people above you, so that they can get information and posts. And you know what? It's good to be a copycat as long as you're copying the right cat. So let them copy your diamond, double, and triple, and presidential ambassador uplines, because then you know that they're going to be putting up good posts. So just to recap, in the first 3 days, being excited, they need to know their ID, password, and website. Plug them into the training. Give them homework to ask you 3 questions from a few videos. Plug them into the Newbie to Ruby training here on our YouTube. Announce themselves on Facebook with the EEK post and make sure you're tagged in it so that you can respond to those questions. Have them download Moldiv or some sort of picture collage and the new It Works Global app. In the meantime, you should be putting up their welcome collage and announcing them on the team page, keeping track of them in some sort of notebook so you know if you've talked to them, or you can put it on a calendar. Help them answer any Facebook questions they get because you're going to be tagged in all of the posts. Send them a welcome email and a letter by mail. Set up the next time to talk with them and make sure that they friend an upline. All of this stuff can be done within a few hours of time in 1 to 2 or 3 days. Okay, moving on to day 2 through 5. So they've done all of this, they've watched some training videos, they're welcomed on the team page, they've gotten their email, their kit's on the way, they're super excited. What do you do now? So day 2 through 5. So day 2 through 5, you're going to be answering those 3 questions from the training videos. You have already set up that time to reconnect, so you guys are reconnecting. You're going to have them start their hundreds list. So they should have already kind of started this a little bit because they might have gotten a few people on Facebook that were interested in wrapping. Whether or not they've come on as customers or not in those first couple of days, you want to have them starting to write those people down. They can either, print out a hundreds list off their eSuite, or if they don't have a printer, they can just start a notebook with these people's names and information. So what I have my new distributors do is write down 25 people. I tell them, don't prejudge who you think is going to like these products or want to be in the business. Just write 25 people down that come off of the top of your head, out of your phone or your Facebook. The reason I don't have them write down 100 people to start with is because it's overwhelming. When you tell someone that they need to write down 100 people, it's like, oh my gosh, 100 people. I don't even know that many people. They do. They just don't realize that they know that many people. They could have 1,500 Facebook friends and be like, I don't know 100 people. Well, that's silly. Of course they do. So have them write down 25 people just to get them started. You never know who's going to sign, right? Have them call 5 of those people and have them message 10. Now, if they want to, because they're nervous, they can include you in on that 3-way text or a 3-way call. And how I have my new distributors do that is, let's say that Sarah's got a potential loyal customer. She's got someone that's interested in wrapping, but she's like, I don't know what she's going to say, and I'm really nervous to talk to her. Then I'll say, well, let's just do a 3-way call. I'll sit on the line, I'll be quiet, and I'll just help with any sort of questions. So Sarah calls her friend up and says, hey, Laura, I know you're interested in getting some of those wraps, and I'm just getting started, so I don't know all the answers yet. So I've just included my upline on this conversation with us so that she can help out with any questions that you have about wrapping. Same thing with text messaging or Facebook instant messaging. Now, if you've got a distributor that says, you know what, I don't need you to do that, like, I'm fine, I've got this, then let them do it. It's okay. And you know what, if they don't do it correctly, that's all right, because there's a million more fish in the sea. And we all know that it takes 5 to 21 times usually of someone deciding to become a customer or a distributor. So they're going to talk to that person a lot of times. Are they going to mess up some texts? Yes. Are they going to mess up some Facebook things? Yes. Are they going to overcomplicate it? Absolutely. Are they going to give misinformation? Probably. Are they going to be scared out of their mind to message people? You betcha. But it's super important that they do those things. Otherwise, we know you can't grow your business unless you're talking to people. So get them started that day 2 or 3 through 5 on starting to message people, starting to call people, starting to pick up that ancient device called a telephone, and actually calling people and talking to them. Hey, I just started this crazy new business. I'm super crazy nervous. I've got these awesome products. Would you do me a huge favor and look over my website? Or can I kind of share with you a few things? I've always really valued your opinion, and I just really, really need your help. Can you help me? If you have your potentials call people with that mindset, they will absolutely enroll customers and distributors because their friends will listen and will provide advice. Next, plan a launch party. So you want to get them off to the right foot. We call it a launch party or a practice party. Now, some teams will even have their distributors plan 2. Plan one on a Wednesday evening and maybe one on a Sunday afternoon so that they have 2 different options. And you can do that whatever works best for you. With the launch party, you want to have them personally call 10 people and invite them to the party. Again, if they're afraid to be on the phone with other people, then you guys can do a three-way call. Because when you do a three-way call, you're going to be able to help answer questions. Usually I have found the best way for new distributors to get people to come to parties is to simply say, if my new distributor, Sarah, were to call one of her friends and say, hey, Laura, I just started this crazy business and I have a huge favor to ask you. And Laura's going to say, yeah, what's up? Be like, I have to present some of the products that we have to a couple people that I trust, that I know will give me good feedback. I've always really valued your opinion. You've always been very honest with me. Would you do me a huge favor and come over Wednesday night so that I can practice talking about some of these products? Maybe you can quiz me on it because it's really going to help me to build my business. Would you do that? And putting out that personal phone call is going to get so far. So practice with them what they're going to say to these people, because otherwise what's going to happen is they're going to send a message out that says, hey, will you come to my launch party for wraps? It'll change your life. It's $99 to join my team, $59 to be a customer. It'll change your life. It's amazing. And the person's going to be like, did I just get spammed? What's going on? So have them practice with you sounding like an actual real person. Then we go over these steps to success. So what I do is I say, I'm going to walk you through these steps to success. I want you to walk me back through them. And then I walk them through the steps to success, and I have them walk me back through the steps to success so they can really get to know that back and forward. Because as we know, that is the backbone of our business. Those steps to success is what's going to help you to build your business through them, and that's going to be what helps them to build their business and create a duplicatable system. It works, gives us those steps to success to use for a reason. They're not just to look pretty in your e-suite. So have them walking through there over and over. And then if you placed them under a distributor, which especially for us that are trying to build, towards rubies or emeralds or diamonds or whatever, a lot of times we place distributors under other distributors. Have that distributor get in contact with the person you place them under, because that way the person that you place them under is like, oh my gosh, I have a distributor. I'm a leader now. That's awesome. I can totally watch this video and it'll make sense and I'll know what to do. And also it'll help you to practice layered leadership, because otherwise if you sign up 100 distributors and you've placed them throughout your tree and you're not getting any help training those distributors and keeping track of them, you're going to end up managing your team and not growing your team. So have them connect with that person that you place them under. Now, while they are asking you questions, starting a 25s list, starting to call people, planning a launch party, going over the steps to success, getting to know the DT that they were placed under. While they're doing all of that, you're going to be helping answer questions on Facebook posts. Have them tag you again in all of their It Works posts for the first 30 days. That'll tell you how much they're posting, and it'll also, you'll be able to nip any miscommunication, misinformation, or if they're being selly in their first, 30 days, because that happens. We all start off selly. Look up local and online events to invite them to. So look up your online parties that your team is having. Look up any local trainings, OTOMs, anything that's going on in your area, and then you're going to personally invite them to this. You're not going to just tag them on a post in Facebook. Nothing is worse to a new distributor than getting tagged in 10 posts a day. It's overwhelming and they're going to quit before they start. So picking up that ancient device called a telephone and calling them and saying, hey, there's this local event going on such and such date, or texting them, whatever works for you. Would you come to it? Or there's an online party coming up, on such and such date. I'm going to invite you to it. Go ahead and join it. And then I want you to personally invite some friends to it. I like to connect with my new distributors daily as long as they're plugging back into me. Now, if I get a distributor that I've put some time and effort into, maybe I've placed a couple customers under them, I'm trying to help them grow their team and they don't connect back with me, then I'm not going to be sending them messages every day. But if it's someone that wants to grow their business and they're interested and they have a strong why and they really, really, really want to grow their business, then I'm going to give them some daily tasks, or I'm going to ask them about how their tasks are going. How is your videos going? How is connecting with people going? How is posting on Facebook going? Have you gotten your kit in the mail? I want you to open that kit and read through that magazine, find some things that speak to you, little things like that. Send them some motivational posts, some inspirational posts. Ask them how they're doing. How's your family? How are you? What kind of successes and roadblocks are you having? I like to use the phrase, what can I do to help you build your business today? Not what can I do to build your business for you, but what can I do to help you build your business today? So connect with your distributors in the first 30 days pretty much every day, if not every day if you can, even if it's just a little I'm thinking of you message. I have them subscribe to my YouTube videos, and I make sure that I am subscribed to any YouTube videos of leaders so that I have stuff to share with my downline. When your new distributors get text messages from potentials and they don't know how to answer them, have them just screenshot it and send it to you, and then together construct something that you would send back to that potential. Then when that potential messages them, have them screenshot the answer until they learn how to answer people back. It's important that you don't just do it for them, but you tell them why you're having them answer a certain way so that when they sign distributors, they're not running to you for those answers. Or do 3-way calls with people. Again, 3-way calls are great because then you can be on the line and help your distributor. You want to make sure that you're pointing them to the answer, not giving them the answer. So if they have a question about a product or they have a question about something and you know that that's something that was in their training videos, then I would say to them, oh, have you not gotten to that training video yet? Look in your training videos under eSuite, Managing Your Business, ADBB Auto Ship, or whatever it is. If you don't know where to send them in the My It Works training videos, then that's probably because you have not watched your training videos. So make sure you get through all those training videos so that you have a reference guide to send people. Why? Because that creates a duplicatable system. So that way when that DTs has a question about defining gel, they're not coming back to you to find out what defining gel is, because as we all know, there's a video about what defining gel is in our training videos. So that DT would send it to theirs, it would send it to theirs, and so on and so forth. It'll create a system of leaders and not distributors. So that's day 2 through 5. Pretty simple. Basically what you're trying to do is get a party started. You're trying to get them connecting with people, starting that hundreds list, posting on Facebook, being consistent. And in the meantime, you want to be connecting with them to find out how you can help them build their business. Next, we've got day 5 through 15. So day 5 through 15, you want to make sure that they have finished all their training videos. You want to introduce them to the social media training through John Eric. It's only $49.99 still through the month of June, and then it will go up to the $100 in July. So when they start saying, well, I don't know how to post on Facebook or Instagram, or I don't know how to do this, or I can't run social media, that is a great time to get them on the 100-day adventure. John Eric is so thoughtful and amazing, and he just inspires me every day to be a better social media poster. So get them on that social media training if you can. Continue having them ask you a couple questions every day or every couple days. Continue to have them writing 25s on their 100 list. So every time they get through with connecting 25 people, they should be writing 25 more people down, and then connecting with them, and then 25 people, and then following back up to the top, more people, following back up, more people, following back more up, more people. Get them in the habit of connecting with new people and connecting with their follow-up people. If you teach them in the beginning that that's how to run this business, then it won't be weird to them to connect with people. If that's just the way that it is, that's how we run our business, they'll get used to it. We have a daily task list that we use. So if you haven't already introduced them to this, this would be a great time to do that. And I have a YouTube video on it It says, I think it's called Daily Tasks Lists. And you can look at our YouTube to find it. And it is a video on different tasks that you can do as a distributor every single day to keep yourself, you know, in check and to know that you're doing what you should be doing. So this is a daily checklist. Again, you can find it in our YouTube. There's a whole video on it and how to get that from me if you are not on my team and you want that. So have them start doing that. Get them used to creating consistency. You know, we are all so used to being employees on a regular basis that we need someone, especially at the beginning, to start to give us tasks. So we need a sheet to keep track of what we're doing. I use that daily list. I've been doing this for 2 years. I know what I'm supposed to do every single day. But some days the day gets away from me, and it's the days that I don't do that daily checklist. So get them starting on that. Let's see, what else do we got? You want to have them practicing that launch party, inviting people, confirming that people are coming to that. Practice the party, have them watch, you know, a party off of YouTube or go through it with them on the phone or Skype or somewhere. Get them used to going through that party pad. Get them used to talking about the different products. At this point, they should have already done their training videos, so they should be familiar with the products that we talk about in the party pad. Get them used to carrying that party pad around with them and getting comfortable with it. If they've already had their launch party, have them plan another one. If they had an unsuccessful launch party, have them plan another one. Let's see. Have they enrolled the people from their original post? So do they have any loyal customers? So it's day 5 through 15. They should already have enrolled at least one customer or a distributor or starting to enroll people at this point. If they aren't, then there's been a break in the chain somewhere. Either they're being too selly or they're not closing, they don't know how to close. Maybe they're sending their people too much information. Maybe they're not really following up with them because they're scared of bugging people. You know, whatever their hang up is, it's important for you to identify that and to tackle that right away, because they're always going to have that issue if you don't tackle that immediately. Procrastination is a killer in this business. Have them personally invite 10 people to an online party or the next OTOM or wrap party. Get them on the phone. Again, this is about them connecting with people and getting used to be on the phone with people. If they're not comfortable being on the phone, get on a three-way with them. Get in a three-way message or a text, whatever it takes for them to get comfortable with the art of inviting, because that's one of the most important things in this business. Go over Ruby. So especially because we got that Ruby bonus. So what is a Ruby? Why is a Ruby important? How do you get to Ruby? If you're not sure and you're not sure the answer to those questions, then you need to connect with your upline so they can tell you and share with you how to do that. There's a ton of videos on YouTube how to build a Ruby. I'm going to be making one of my own for my team. You'll be able to find on our YouTube channel. Whatever you need to do to get them to understand the importance of Ruby, because Ruby is the most important rank in this entire company. So get them charting, have them print out one of the Ruby charts out of their eSuite documents and get them to start filling those in along with their steps to success. And then last but not least, I go over blitzing with them. So at this point, they're about 5 days in. They've posted on Facebook, they're connecting with people, they've watched their training videos, they've asked you a million questions, they've been hiding out on the team page probably. So at this point, it's important for them to start learning how to blitz and to talk to strangers. In my welcome packet, I forgot to mention, in my welcome packet, I also send them a laminated blitz card so that they can put it on a lanyard of their choosing. It cost me like 20 cents to make this, so that they can start wearing that blitz card around so that they can get people interested and they'll get used to wearing their lanyard. I, at 2 years in, wear my lanyard every single place I go without fail. Was it kind of weird at the beginning? Yes. Will it be weird for them? Yes. Are they going to tell you that they're doing it and they're not really wearing it? Absolutely. So make sure that they're wearing it. Have them send you pictures of themselves wearing it. Whatever it takes, make sure that they're wearing that lanyard. Go over blitzing. Find them a blitzing call, a blitzing video. We have blitzing videos on our YouTube as well on how to blitz and talk to people. Practice with them, even if it's over the phone and you're not able to be with them in person. This 5 to 15 day time period is usually when people quit or get discouraged. They let fear set in, they've heard no's, they feel like they're bothering people. This is usually when people all of a sudden will stop messaging you back. They've been a DT for 10 or 11 days. They've gotten no's. They haven't enrolled or wrapped anybody. They're freaking out and feeling like they wasted $99. So you need to reassure them that this business is a marathon, not a race. Now, this business loves urgency. So I'm not saying I want you to build with urgency. It works, loves momentum. That's how we build diamonds. But they need to understand that the only way to fail is to quit. So it's going to take time. If they've hit a roadblock at this point, find out what their fear is, get them on a YouTube video, get them in a corporate call, get them to talk to their diamond upline with you, do a 3-way call if they've hit that roadblock. Usually this is the point where they will tell you that they feel like they're selly or they feel like they're bugging people. And we all know that we all feel like that at the beginning. So usually what I say to them is, did you ever feel like I was being silly with you or bugging or stalking or bothering you? And they might jokingly say, oh yeah, you did message me a few times. And I'll say, well, did I bug you? They'll say, well, no. And I'll say, well, you enrolled as a distributor, huh? I'll say, well, yeah, I guess I did. Be like, that's what you're doing. You're not bugging people. You're just asking them to be thoughtful. So day 15 through 30, I've got the last things you should be doing with them kind of in their first 30 days. So they definitely should have had a launch party by then. Oh, I'm going to recap. Let me recap day 5 through 15. So they're finishing their videos. They're doing their hundreds list. You've introduced them to a daily task list. They got their launch party plan. They're inviting people. Maybe they've enrolled some customers. Maybe they've hit that first roadblock. They know what a Ruby is. You're going over blitzing. Those are the things that you're kind of starting with them, and that's day 5 through 15. Now, day 15 through 30, again, would be, did they have a launch party? If it wasn't successful, did they plan another one? Have they booked any parties from that launch party? Have they asked their friends and family to do parties for them? Are they keeping track of their daily checklist? Are they doing these activities? Because when I get a new distributor that says, I've talked to everybody, and we look at this, and I notice that they've got 3 check marks for the last 2 weeks under connected with people, I'm going to say, boy, it looks like on this sheet that you're supposed to be connecting with 5 new people a day, and you've connected with 3 people in the last 2 weeks. So I think maybe we need to go over this sheet again, and we need to talk about some goals and how to build that business. Are they posting regularly on Facebook? Are they starting to get the feeling for what is a selly post and what isn't? So my rule of thumb with a selly post is when you go to post something, before you click enter and post it, I want you to read it out loud. So I'll have them read back to me their post, because it may sound really good to them when they're typing, and then when they read it back to me, then I say to them, do you think that sounds selly? Do you think that sounds like you're educating someone, or does that sound like you're trying to sell something? Does that sound like you're being exciting and thoughtful, or does that sound like you're trying to sell something to someone? So they should be starting to get a hang at this point for kind of how to post a little bit differently. Are they blitzing, and are they getting contact information? If they're not sure how to get contact information, tell them it's not weird unless you make it weird. Here's my phone, put your information in. Here's my phone, let me add you to Facebook. And there is a billion calls and videos on how to blitz and get contact information. I know that myself, I have them. I know Jade Hooper has them. So whoever it is that you like to follow, Lydia Diaz, whoever, there's going to be videos on that. Send them a video so that they can watch that. They should be listening to their first corporate call by now. They should have listened to at least 1 corporate call for the month, if not more. The first Monday of every month, the corporate call is going to be a newbie to Ruby call. So make sure that if you sign a distributor in the middle of the month before, that you're getting them on that call on that Monday. If you sign them after the first Monday of the month, get them on that next Monday one. Have them put that in their calendar. Even if the newbie to Ruby, even if the stuff they go over is stuff that you've already gone over with them, reiterating and beating that into someone, beating that dead horse is going to be what gets someone to finally follow the rules and do things. That's why we preach steps to success over and over and over again. Have they gotten their first loyal customers and distributors? If they have, and they've gotten new distributors, are you pointing them to this video? Are you teaching them how to run this business, how to train new distributors? Are you teaching them follow up with their loyal customers? Again, on this daily checklist, it has that stuff there. So make sure you're utilizing that. Chart to Ruby together. So if they've signed a couple distributors at this point, this is a great time for you to get into the nitty gritty of Ruby, of what they need to do, because we've got cruises on the line, Ruby bonuses on the line, paychecks on the line, product credit on the line. So you really, really, really want to get them to understand the importance of Ruby. They should have already told you what their why is. What are their goals? Write that down, because when they hit that roadblock and they're like, well, I can't really go blitzing because my daughter doesn't let me because she's so busy. Then you say, well, you know what? That's tough, because your daughter is your why for doing this business, and your why can't also be your excuse. So let's find out a way for you to go out blitzing with your daughter. Let's talk about time management and find some time in your day that you can go out and talk to new people in person or on Facebook. Let's develop a plan that's going to work for you, because this business looks different for every person. Last but not least, have they wrapped someone, and have they wrapped themselves? Have they started a personal story with the It Works products? Have they found something that they liked? Have they set up their auto ship with some new things to try, or some wraps, so that they can make sure that they're wrapping 8 bellies a month, because that's our goal. Are they starting to write down their steps to success? Are they starting to get inspired and motivated? Or have they already decided to quit and they're not messaging you back? If you're messaging them over and over and they're not getting back to you, then it's in your best interest to move on and find people that want to build this business. Because somewhere there's a mom, a single mom of 5 kids living in a hotel that doesn't have a cell phone or internet that can and wants to build this business. So don't be an ambulance chaser. Don't chase people down, but definitely connect with them. Find out where they are and run with your runners. So to recap, day 15 through 30, launch party. Are they tracking stuff? Are they posting stuff on Facebook? Are they doing their daily activity tracker? Are they blitzing and getting contact information? Have they listened to their first corporate call, and are they set up to listen to their first newbie to Ruby call through corporate? Have they signed their first customers and distributors? Help teach them how to be thoughtful with those people. Have you guys charted to Ruby together? What is their why? What are their goals? Are they dreaming? And have they wrapped anybody, and have they wrapped themselves? So those are the first 30 days. Then I've got just a couple little notes here. First, here is a list of tools to help you train other distributors. And if you guys have any questions about those days, feel free to post here in the comments on YouTube. There should be, if you're on a phone down at the bottom, you can comment, or if you're on a computer, over to the side. So if you have any questions, please type them in now. You can do it in the comment section below, and I can get to those later as well. So tools to help you train your distributors. We've got 100-day social media from John Eric. You've got your It Works training videos. You've got Product Coach, the myitworksproductcoach.com, the eSuite, YouTube videos, corporate calls, your team page, the party pad, and steps to success. There's a ton of other tools out there as well. Those are just a few of my favorites. So don't feel like you need to reinvent the wheel. This is not about you recreating any of those things for people. This is about utilizing what It Works gives you and what your upline gives you in order for you to grow your business. Because if you get lost trying to reinvent and recreate the wheel, it's gonna take time away from you building your business, and you're gonna be teaching your distributors that they need to overcomplicate things as well. So again, recapping tools to help you train: the 100-day social media, It Works Product Coach, the It Works training videos, your eSuite, YouTube videos, corporate calls, team page, party pad, steps to success. Those are the things to help you train your new distributors. Here's some activities that you guys can do together. So when you get a distributor that's shy, or doesn't feel comfortable running the business yet, or they joined the business because they wanted friendship, or for whatever reason, here's some activities that you can do with them. So recite the steps to success back and forth. Really, really practice learning the ins and outs of the steps to success. Practice your party pad. Go through the party pad together. Do the party pad for them. Have them do the party pad back. Do the party pad for them. Have them do the party pad back. Why? Because it'll sharpen your saw, it'll sharpen their saw, and teach them to do the same thing with the people that they enroll. Go blitzing with them. If you're not local with them, maybe find a team that is local that can go out and do some blitzing with them. Or maybe just practice blitzing on Skype or FaceTime or over the phone. Do those three-way calls with their potentials, three-way calls with their new distributors they sign, three-way calls with your upline, three-way calls with anyone you can, because it makes you not third party. And if you don't know what third party is, you can look it up on Google. But basically the idea is that people will always listen to someone besides you more than they'll listen to you. So when you tell your kids to go clean their room, they tend to not do it. But when grandma tells them to, they do it. It's because grandma's third party. So three-way calls are great for that. Listen to corporate calls together. Hey, Sarah, I'm getting ready to get on the corporate call. I'm so excited. I can't wait to find out what information they have tonight. Can you listen with me? Let's talk afterwards, or let's talk about our 3 favorite things, or the 3 things that we learned off that corporate call. Attend an OTOM or a local event together. Rap together. Rap on the same day. Practice rapping together in a video, in a Skype call or FaceTime call, or just rap on the same days. Do some goal setting with them. Build dream boards together. Plan out your schedules and compare your daily lists. So show them that you're doing this. Lead by example, not by telling someone to just do something. Other things you can do is walk them through this video when they sign a DT, or send them to the video to watch. Read the same book together. Read For Your Career, The Millionaire Messenger. Read Beach Money together, or a Bob Goshen thing, or listen to a podcast together. Get them interacting and sharpening their saw and learning how to be a network marketer as well. Are they on your team challenge? Is your upline having a team challenge, or are you having a team challenge for the month? Get them in on that team challenge. Plug them into that. Get them together with the DT that you paired them up with. So for us at this point, we place all of our distributors underneath other distributors. And so we connect them with that distributor, get them in connection with them, maybe plan an event for the 3 of you to get together. Get them attending Millionaire schools on Saturdays. Attend Millionaire school yourself, and then talk about it afterwards. And then get them plugged into the online parties. Tell them you expect to see them check in on the online party, and then after the online party, ask them what they learned. Ask them if they have any questions. Last but not least, I've got just some tips for you. We're right on the hour mark, so we're right on time. So here are some tips that I want you guys to really, truly remember. These are things that I have learned over the last 2 years. I didn't know them at the beginning, but I do know them now. And so I want to share them with you, and hopefully these hit home for you. So you can't motivate anyone. Sit with that for just a second. You can't motivate anyone. All you can do is inspire them. You can't light a fire underneath them and expect them to move. They need to have a fire lit within themselves by seeing the vision. How they're going to see that vision is by watching you and by you inspiring them with your actions. So you can't motivate someone. If they're not working the business and you've done all of this stuff, it is not your fault. We like to sign leaders, not distributors. So when you sign a distributor, I want you to think to yourself, how can I turn this person into a leader? How can I teach them how to be a leader from the very, very beginning? Now, you don't need to say to them, I'm going to teach you how to be a leader, but you can teach them to be a leader by pointing them in the right direction, getting them the information by allowing them to find it. So every time a distributor asks me a question, I will come back to them with a way for them to find the answer. I don't just give them the answer. Next, go at their pace, but create urgency. If they are not urgent and they don't start off with a bang and start connecting with people, they're going to lose momentum and their percentage chance of quitting is way higher. This business loves speed. That's how you build a diamond, is by building with urgency and quick. So at the same time, you need to go at their pace. So I like to ask my new distributors, what are your goals? When do you want to be diamond? When do you want to be ruby? Let's make a plan. Let's look at our daily checklist. These are the things it's going to take for you to get there. And then if they're not quick, then you just know that their pace is going to be slower. I'm going to run with the runners, walk with the walkers, crawl with the crawlers, and wave at the people standing there that quit. Because I'm moving my business up, and I know you guys want to as well. Dig for their why. If you can find out what their why is for joining this business, whether it's their family, their occupation, their, maybe they want to do something recreationally, or they want to buy things. Those are usually the 4 reasons. It's form: family, occupation, recreation, and material desires. They will join this business for one of those 4 reasons. So find out what that why is and use that why. So when they're ready to quit, or they're not doing their daily checklist, or they're not posting on Facebook, you can say, you know what, Sarah, I know your goal is to stay home with your daughter. I know how much that means to you. I know that you're sick of working that 9-to-5 job that you hate. You hate leaving her, and you hate leaving her at daycare, and I know it's costing you a fortune. Now, I have this daily checklist here that can help you grow your business. But if you don't use this checklist and you're not plugging in and you're not doing the things you need to be doing, I'm not going to be able to get you to be able to stay home. Yeah, Sandy, that's very true. Absolutely. And yes, you may have to watch this video a couple times. I know this is a lot of good information. These are the emotions that distributors go through when they first start. They feel silly. They feel like they've talked to everyone. They feel like they need to know everything when they start. They feel fear, and they feel like they're bugging people. Those are going to be the objections you hear pretty much all the time from any distributor that you find. You need to find the best way to answer each of those objections. Again, feel silly, feel like they talk to everyone, feel like they need to know everyone, they're fearful, or they feel like they're bugging people. If you don't know how to answer those objections, get with your upline and ask them how to answer those objections, because those are going to be the main ones that you find that people are going to hit you with. They're going to ask you the same questions 30,000 times. Yep, it's going to happen. Is it going to annoy you and make you crazy? Absolutely. But if you're pointing them in the direction, so if they have a question about a product or a question about multiple products over and over and over again, and you type in My It Works Training, and each time you type in My It Works Training, and each time you type in My It Works Training, eventually when they have a product question, they're going to be like, oh, she's just going to send me to My It Works Training. And so that's where they're going to go. If they have a question on how to enroll a loyal customer, you send them Newbie to Ruby Part 1, Newbie to Ruby Part 1, Newbie to Ruby Part 1, and you do that over and over and over again. They're going to know that's where they need to go. And so if you feel like they're asking you the same question over and over again, it's because you're answering it and you're not pointing them in a direction to be able to solve it on their own. New distributors are going to overcomplicate this business. It's just going to happen, and you're going to have to pull them back. They will learn over time that the simple approach is the best approach. They are going to hit a wall. They're going to hit a wall. You've hit a wall. Everyone hits walls. There's ways to get over that. You could send them Jump the Funk by Mike Patillo. It's a 7-part series on YouTube. Again, it's called Jump the Funk. That one's great. Get them to an event, get them on a corporate call, whatever it takes to get them to jump over that wall. Now, are some people going to smack that wall and never get over it? Yep. And they're going to quit. And it sucks. But you know what? You're not going to quit. And you're going to reach over that wall. And if they grab your hand, great. If they don't, then you need to move on, because somewhere, someone needs your help. And it's your responsibility to find them. Again, people are going to respond better to third party. That's why we send them to places. That's why we send them to videos, events, 3-way calls, online things. That's why we use the party pad, catalog, steps to success, giving them some piece of information that's not you. Think about it this way. If you're the one providing them with information, they don't view you as an expert. Send them something else from someone else, and they will. And to remember that the only way to fail is to quit. And I want to just say this to you guys, and this is coming seriously from my heart. If a distributor on your team quits, it is not your fault. It's not your fault. People are going to enroll in this business and they're going to quit. You are going to want it for them so bad, and they have a strong why, and you've trained them and you've spent all that time and energy and they've quit. That's okay. You're going to kiss 2,995 frogs and 5 of people are going to make you a millionaire, but you got to kiss 3,000 to find out. So give them the information, point them in the right direction, nurture and inspire, especially over those first 30 days. If they quit, it's okay. It's going to happen. I promise you, you're gonna find other people. There's a billion fish in the sea. So hope you guys loved this training. If you did, please like this and comment below. I would really appreciate it. It helps us to build up our YouTube following so that we can get more of these videos to you and have them more easily accessible. So please feel free to share this as well with anyone and encourage them to like, comment, and subscribe as well. Our next Millionaire School is June 13th. My birthday at 10 a.m. I will be putting up in the event in Facebook the poll for what you guys want to see for that day. And if you want to connect with me, you can find me on Facebook. I'm Charity Ellison, CHARITYELLISON, soon to be Holden. So you have to watch for that name change. And then you can also email me. I am charity@tonetightfirm.com. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much again for attending this. And I hope that this information helps you to build your businesses and take it to a whole nother level. Take care, guys, and have a fabulous Saturday.